fight. Test your might. Yeah, I see the data in the corner. I did one of those things where I just didn't film for a while because I was, well, super busy. In case you guys haven't noticed, if you've been watching the videos, I released quite a few extra videos during December. And one of them was a big gift and a partnership with the Veterans Arts Center of Tampa, where I got to paint this really cool wooden horse here. I've been really busy with stuff. I've also picked up some more kids to tutor. I'm doing more teaching. I've been busy, guys. I have been super ultra busy. And I've also been busy making videos for you. While they're not vlogs, one of the big videos that I've been working on right now is this, a huge deep dive into these really awesome Pantone drawing inks. So I have Pantone 200 red and Pantone black, and I've been working on a video really testing them, talking about them, doing some research. So not only do I have to look up the light fastness of some of my favorite inks, I also did my normal dabble where I use it in my different tools, thin it out, check it with a brush, compared it to other inks that I like to use, also test to see if it was waterproof and marker proof, and if it will mess up a Tombow Fudinouski and what white inks layer on top of it. And then I just did a dry test, putting a comedically large amount on a piece of paper to see how long it would take to dry. I am doing my due diligence in testing these inks because I really think they're going to be a game changer in the world of inking and markers. So I've been working on that, and of course the artwork for that is right over here, which I will not reveal. You have to watch the video. And I have my sci-fi piece that I'll be doing because that's going to be for a sci-fi exhibit. This one's going to be for a graphic world exhibit, and then I'm also an additional graphic world exhibit, not the one that I'm currently in right now. And I also dropped off the piece for the fantasy exhibit, so as you can tell, I've been very busy. But I recently had a Christmas party, had a lot of fun, and I thought it'd be really cool to show you guys what I got from it. And in traditional Battle Brawler fashion, we're going to save the piece that I'm the most excited for last because I really want to talk about it, but we're just going to look through everything now. I got a little bit more, like some candy and some cookies that I won't show, and then also, I will talk about some other stuff, and I really did debate saving this till Christmas Day to talk about with like the other stuff that I would get from my family. We're going to do that now because I need to organize and clean up this desk and get back to work filming videos. So, starting us off, I got a awesome gift from my friend Bianca. She is absolutely amazing, super talented artist, and she gave me this giant Moleskine watercolor sketchbook, which was only missing 3 pages, but holy cow, like, these are awesome and huge. So, like, the fact that I have pretty much an entire, like, almost brand new one is insane. Like, there's just, like, a little bit of the residue from the pages beforehand, but I just cleaned it up real quick. I am not complaining. This is awesome. I need to figure out what I want to do with this. This is practically new. This is, like, a pretty expensive journal, so thank you, Bianca. You and Matt are, like, the best. Her husband's amazing, too. Like, they're just really cool. I love hanging out with them. We go to trivia night. It's great. Got this from her. In addition, she also gave me 2 bags of random stuffed animals for my nephew and my soon-to-be born niece. So that was just super heartwarming. I gave one of them to Noah early and he loved it. He wouldn't let go, so it warmed my heart. I'm so thankful to have such great friends. Like, let me just say this. I'm not trying to show off with this. This whole series is just talking about stuff that comes into my life that I want to talk about real quick, or I may not make a video on, or just kind of get initial thoughts and just let you guys know updates on life. I am so thankful to those in my life because they have been such a great support and they have been just so uplifting and just inspiring, and I'm so thankful to have people like this in my life, and thank you, Bianca. I love this. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. I think I'm going to use it for a new series of stuff on my channel. Not quite sure what. Maybe some watercolor 101 lessons, maybe some easy illustrations to follow along. I don't know. I'm still kind of figuring it out, but I love this. Thank you so much. Continuing the train of gifts, I actually got this right here from Mackenzie. So my friend Mackenzie got me 3 fun little finds. These were really cool. So starting off with this guy here, these are samples of the watercolor aquarelle. I think it's actually Le Aquarelle because it has the L, but these are watercolors made in French by Sennelier, which they normally are known for their oil pastels, but these use honey. Now, I actually do have French Vermilion Red, and I really like them. So these guys here being little samples gives me more to play with. Now, this may not seem like a lot, but these go really far. So very happy to have these in my collection. Can't wait to make some art with them. Probably make a whole dedicated video for that. And then she also got me this right here. This is a Daniel Smith, which is one of my favorite watercolors, is Lunar Black. Color I don't have, but more importantly, comes with a sticker, some gum, and a paper explaining the artist that I believe who made this color. I could be wrong. Daniel Smith, Extra Fine Watercolors, Lunar Black, Nicole Lopez. And it goes into her story and her artwork. There's a QR code. Let's go ahead and pop that open, and I'm going to hold the QR code for you to check out. Go ahead and check out that right there, and then here's the paper. Pause and read. Hopefully it's in frame. Really cool, and it looks like she made this. Super, super cool. And then, of course, if you pop it open, you have gum, which is super cool, a awesome Daniel Smith sticker, which I will put on my thermos, and the actual tube of watercolor. Very, very cool. I love this. Daniel Smith is one of my favorite, like top 2 favorite watercolor brands, so very thankful that she got me a tube, and along with the little pamphlet about it. I really do like learning the history of colors. And the last thing I got from her was this right here. This is an Isabey No. 6 round watercolor brush, and this is super beautiful, absolutely stunning. Like, this just shines, like the gold trimming. I kind of don't even want to use it. It looks that good. So thank you, Mackenzie. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, she actually did that ghost piece right there. So I do have a little bit of her art in here. We played Pictionary, and guess who won? My team. I got to pick from a box, and I chose these guys right here. The Holbein Acrylic Ink Super Opaque Black and Super Opaque White. I am really happy to have these because I've been wanting to make a video on them, and I've been wanting to purchase them, but pretty much everywhere doesn't sell them. And then for Elise, I have 5 really awesome pieces of loot. Starting with these 4 samples of paper right here. We have Yupo Heavy, Yupo Medium, Yupo Transparent, and we also have Sugarcane Watercolor. By the way, this brand, which I always feel like I mispronounce, they make phenomenal watercolor paper. I have quite a few of their products, so really, really cool. I played a little bit with Yupo paper, so I'm really excited to do some more stuff, and I also like that they're trading card size, so I can't wait to make some really cool art with that. But the thing I'm the most excited for, the thing that I cannot wait to show you, is this right here. She made me a Blue Beetle piece of original artwork. And when I say I was speechless, I truly was speechless. You bet her Instagram is linked in the description because her artwork is amazing. She is a super talented illustrator. She is an amazing artist, and watching her grow and develop, she's going places. She is just such a talent and joy to be around, and I have just positive and uplifting things to say about her, and pretty much all of my friends. Like, they're just great people to be around. But this really touched my heart because if you talk to me for more than 5 minutes, you know my favorite superhero is Batman. But I love that she did Blue Beetle. Like, if anyone else got me, it would have been Batman. But she illustrated Blue Beetle for me, and that really is touching. And I need to find a place to put this in the studio. I don't know where I'm gonna put this just yet. I'm thinking I might actually put it behind the camera because I want to look at it. It's inspiring, and this is such a great piece. She's just so talented. She's such a talented illustrator. I have nothing but positive things, and this really made my day. I was speechless when I saw it. So thank you very much, Elise. You are a great friend, an amazing artist, and you're just awesome. So had to show this off, and of course her Instagram is going to be linked in the description. Go ahead and check her out. Her work is awesome. Is that a Mr. Noah? Well, it looks like my nephew's here, so I'm going to cut this vlog short and go play with him. It is the 23rd. It is also the 23rd of December, and it is also a very cool, important person to me birthday. This guy right here, Alex. I'm going to put a picture right here in post. So, it's Alex's birthday. We're going to go out, have some fun, and I'm super excited because my brother-in-law is incredibly awesome. I went to go clap, but then I realized I would hit this bar. This space is not made for 2 people, by the way.
No, it's not made for one.
It's barely made for 1 person. Even then, more like half a person. But I will say, because I'm so much closer, the height difference with the stool isn't that bad. Normally, it's a lot worse. Also, I don't know if you noticed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like... Anyway, by the way, the mic, I need to change batteries for it. That's why normally when I film it's like above here. But if I move it, you can see I did put up the Blue Beetle piece that Elise made me. Which I love that piece so much. It's so cool.
It's really, really cool.
I wanted it to be there because I want it to be... Whenever I film something now, I want it to be back there. So, there you go. You want a comfy chair?
Yes, we'll look at comfy chair. My butt goes down. We do so many things.
Well...
And you get like 10 minutes into it, and then you're like, oh no, I don't like it. Then we start from the beginning.
Well, it's because, I don't know, I don't feel it.
Well, then just feel where you felt it and then stop and then go from there. You don't have to go repeat the entire thing.
Stop revealing information to them.
My butt's numb.
I'm sorry. I'll play with it later. I love when you're here for the videos. Anyway, so we have some loot. We had a quite busy day today. Can't reveal quite what we were doing yet, but family channel. So
you can cut it out.
So, I think you guys will like it. I think you'll be really excited. Anyway, we have some loot. So you have a piece of loot that you got yesterday. I have 3 pieces of loot we got today. And then I have one that we got 2 days ago at GameStop. Do you want to go first? Ladies first? Normally what I like to do is I like to talk about the in order of what I like the most is last.
I think you should cut this part out and put in what you did before, because I love that canon.
The canonness?
The canonness.
The canonness?
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna play a clip of when we first tried right now.
For those of you who don't use it, Circle is so freaking good at this. They just came out with like an insulated cup. Well, didn't just come out, it's been out for a bit. But they had it on discount at Walmart.
And so I was about to say, you got a new circle. Okay, fine. I can't have some. I was going to show off that not only is it insulated, but it also has a straw, so you don't have to lift it like the other ones, right?
Yeah.
And so this one's actually a really cool design.
It's actually super duper cool.
Circle's really good. Like, my thermos is not a circle.
So, like, it lifts up like this.
It's peeing.
I know, it had water in it. And then that's actually the flavor here, so the water in the cup is not flavored. So as you drink it, it flavors it. So it's super, and you can control how much flavor you use.
So, I have 4 pieces of loot, and I think I'm going to start with... Normally, I start with the piece that I'm the least excited for, and I think I'm going to continue that trend.
Oh, that's why we went first. That's why I went first. Okay.
No, that's not what I meant.
The truth comes out, ladies.
I was like, ladies first. You're the guest. I'm letting you go first.
I'm the guest. I'm your wife.
You're the guest on this. You're not in every single vlog. I don't like where this is going.
Oh, I love where this is going.
I don't like where this is going.
Keep it going.
No. Yeah. I am very excited about your loot, but since you are the guest, because you're not normally on here...
Oh, yeah, you backtrack.
I'm backtracking a bit. You are a guest because you're not normally on the vlogs consistently because this area is not big enough for both of us.
And my butt goes numb on this stool.
Exactly. So, with that said, would you like to go first? Not because I am not excited over your loot, but you get to go first because Lee was first.
Look at the circle cup.
Not just any circle cup, a new circle cup. I have not 1, but 4 things that I picked up. No, 3 things. Actually, technically 4, because I did buy a bunch of Kit Kat flavors, but they're not in the bag. I put those in the fridge so they wouldn't melt.
Including Halloween.
They had a Halloween. I love Halloween flavored Kit Kats. They're so good. Anyway, so I have 3 things in this bag right here that I picked up that I thought were incredibly worth the price. I thought they were very good. In fact, some of this actually rung up cheaper because they had a sale. So, starting with the one you probably saw first, that's going to be the Owl Bear. So, the Owl Bear is pretty interesting. It's a classic D&D creature. It's a really cool design. I will say, like, all the art of the Owl Bear has consistently just been awesome. This is specifically from the Dungeons & Dragons movie, Honor Among Thieves, which I'm still mad I couldn't track down the popcorn bucket because I wanted it for my dice. If any of you guys have it,
that giant D20?
The giant D20. Hit me up. I picked this up because, for one, I thought $10 was really good, plus an additional, like, 30% off was a really good deal as well. And overall, I picked it up not because I'm a huge fan of the Owl Bear, even though I think it's a cool creature. I really like this as a cool reference for that unique body type that it has, that kind of gorilla style. I think it's really cool. So having that as a visual reference that I can pose, set up however I want, and take photos, and then build upon the anatomy, really, really worth it in my opinion. So I'm really excited that I was able to do that. The other 2 things I picked up were books. $1.99, I got a Batman Hush coloring book. So it is the comic Batman Hush, black and white, but you can go in and color it. Now, unfortunately, it is double-sided, which is a party foul in my book, okay? Coloring books should not be double-sided because then how can I use alcohol markers? I think this would be really cool to do a coloring series on my YouTube channel where I color Jim Lee's art using my coloring style and techniques. So I thought that was really cool. But the first thing I saw that really caught my eye, and for $4, I couldn't say no, it was Winsor McKay's additional work. So for those of you who don't know, Winsor McKay is essentially the father of animation, really pushed what was possible with the medium, and this is some of his work that was not animated but just drawn. He also created the comic Little Nemo. But if you're an animator, if you're a cartoonist, if you study comics, this is something that I really recommend. The artwork in here is really cool. It's really stunning. It's very of the time. It's got that heavy illustration style, but I love that style, and I think it's really cool. And ultimately, while there is a couple like political stuff in here, but I really do like to look at it as an artistic lens of what he was able to craft through his medium. And it's really some interesting like stuff in here. There's some really cool illustrations, like the contrast in this piece alone is absolutely beautiful. Using black and white to create this gray and texture for the... It's really cool stuff. So I thought for $4, really, really cool. And we're going to take the bag and throw it away because we're now talking about the last thing. I picked this up 2 days ago at GameStop. Had a really cool conversation with the guy working the counter. He was a super chill dude, also a Batman fan. And we bonded over this figure right here. This is the piece of loot I'm the most excited for. It is a first appearance 1939 Batman, and this thing is awesome. So this is part of the McFarlane line. He comes with a bunch of alternate hands. I had to put the fist in. The cape is this cloth kind of plasticky material. Like, what material would you say that's made out of?
I don't know.
Like almost like a vinyl kind of, but not quite vinyl and cheap. It has a little bit of cloth to it. I'm not sure what this is. I bent the cape into place. I love the symbol. This is 1939 Batman in all its beautifulness. Even the head sculpt's really cool. I actually like how the ball joint's at the base of the neck to really accentuate that design. Super, super cool. My only complaint, the cape is not a full scowl. If this was 100% accurate, it would be cut in the middle. It looks so good, I'm okay with it. I love that it has the circle belt too. Sometimes people get that wrong and they put the square belt buckle on it. Super cool. This was the piece of loot I was the most excited for. I love the 1939 Batman suit. Unironically, like, it's a little goofy, it's not perfect, and the character has evolved into a much better, more iconic, more distinct, more... You know what Batman looks like, but this still is where it started from, and I love this. It's so cool. He comes with the wrench from the comic. I want to set this guy up somewhere in my studio where he's hanging and recreate, outside of the guy that he's like choke holding on the original cover, but I want to recreate that to some extent. This is just an absolutely awesome figure that I am so happy to have in my collection. Next one I probably will pick up will be the first appearance Superman. And if they do a first appearance Wonder Woman. But I do need to get a normal Wonder Woman. I don't know why it took... Do you know how long it took McFarlane to release like a normal Wonder Woman? It took them for freaking ever. Okay, so they did Death Metal's Wonder Woman. They did movie Wonder Woman. They did the Armored movie Wonder Woman. And then they did like a gold version of the Death Metal one. And they did a Dr. Fate Wonder Woman. So I'm like, I just want normal Wonder Woman to be with my Batman and Superman. And I still can't find her. She's like sold out everywhere. I guess I'll have to settle for my Wonder Woman. Arpit, no! No, stop! Help! Send help! Anyway, so today also is Alex's birthday, so we're gonna go out to dinner and celebrate his birthday. Whatcha? Ha! Oh God, no, him! No! So how long did you say it takes for your butt to get numb? No, come back! What-cha-cha-cha! So, we have Christmas loot. It is Christmas Day. The date in the corner is correct, and I want to show off some of the loot. So we had a little bit of loot, and there's some stuff I am realizing we forgot upstairs. Gonna get this out of the way. Bianca, Matt, thank you so much for the bottle of white wine, and then for the other little, like, jewel thing. It is super cool. So it's upstairs. We opened that first thing in the morning. It was such a great gift, so... Thank you both so much. I can't wait to break into it. We have some other fun adult beverages, Santa's little helpers here. So, we have a bit of loot. You have your loot. I have my loot. Some of it is from you. Some of it's from me. Most of it's from the family, including a special thing that you got me that will start a new segment on the channel. So, more details. We're going to figure out how we're going to do this. But, I am really excited. So... With that said, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? Up to you.
It's your channel.
Alright, well, you get to go first.
Well, first off, one of the things that I got from Chris and Alex, thank you guys so much. So I'm in nursing school right now, and pretty much anything nursing related just kind of makes my heart smile a lot. And anybody else in nursing school, you can. We're striving. We're fighting for it. Anything that looks like a nurse. So they got me this big bag. It's a little Christmas bag. But it's a bag, and everybody's seen these things. but they're the syringe pins. It's so cool, and I love it. And these guys actually...
This is supposed to go in the dark,
yeah,
right?
they're supposed to go in the dark. Although they haven't been able to charge up.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but they're super... And it's like a bag of, like, maybe, like...
There's probably, like
20 or 30?
I would say, like, 24. These are cool.
They're so cool. I really love these. And definitely in nursing school, like, in college, just in general. I saw that. In nursing school in general, like, you go through pins so quick. It's just in college in general, you go through pins so quick, it's ridiculous. So definitely an awesome gift. I really, really appreciate this. I'm gonna use it for a long time, and everybody's gonna love it.
This pen I've had since my second year at Regent, and it's still good.
Yeah, well, these are going to probably last me half a semester.
You do a lot more writing than me.
And then next. Well, the other thing that they gave me, this is another nursing-related thing, and I love it. I
like how your gifts had a theme.
Yes, and honestly, I will say I love this theme. It's just too perfect. I love this is plastic. I thought it was glass earlier, but it's plastic. I'm excited. But yeah, for during school and then after nursing and everything, because patience. Wine, little wine glass here, just because patience. Thank you so much, Chris and Alex, and Noah. That was so awesome.
It's super cool. I thought it was glass too. I'm gonna rewrap it so it doesn't get scratched.
Yeah.
And then from Mom, you got these, right?
Yes. First off, his mama. Thank you so much, Mama. These things are so these earrings are so gorgeous, and I love the Mary Kay as well. It's so pretty. It just smells so good. She got me these earrings. They're super cute. She knows I don't really do stuff that's too dangly, just because, again, nursing, and we're not really able to wear it often. So she got me these pretty earrings. Let's get close to the camera. I really like it. And then this, his mom, she is in Mary Kay, and she is a great consultant. She does an amazing job with amazing products. Not, shout out Mary Kay.
We're not sponsored.
Not sponsored. But it could be. But
I am open to a sponsorship.
Hey.
If anyone from Mary Kay HQ is watching a Battle Brawler production video,
that would be a very random sponsor.
It would be so random. But I'm open. Random. I'm open to it. They make good stuff.
We get a sponsor, we'll do like half of the normal Battle Brawler, half of the Battle Beauty. Battle Beauty makeup. No, honestly, we'll do makeovers for people with beards and without,
I say it because I do use their beard products. They do make good stuff.
It's really nice with the face cleanser and everything. I'm not a makeup person, but their facial stuff actually really does.
Yeah, was it you or Mom that got me the beard cleaner?
Your mama helped me get it.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah, I use their beard cleaner, and it does a good job because my beard's getting very full.
And this perfume, it is so amazing. I love it. I have one that's very similar to this. Sorry, thank you. This is an seasonal.
I think if they only make it during the season, that would be seasonal exclusive.
Okay. But it's amazing, and she got me the lotion to go with it. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mama. We really do appreciate it. And then
from Chris and Alex,
a little extra thing to give us both these.
A little bottle of Jack Daniels, and then I got a Fireball.
And I got a Crown Royal.
What I love is this looks like a tiny bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, they both it's really cool.
So you guys know by now, I'm not like I don't want to say crafter or like, but I do like to create fun stuff. So like. I mean, obviously, I'm an artist. I could create art, but like, for example, I really enjoyed for our 1 year anniversary when we did pottery, and I made an inkwell. Like, that was really fun to do. So I like to make stuff like that. I kind of want to turn this into like a little lamp. I don't know why, or something fun. I don't know.
Like little fairy lights or something like that.
Ooh, that would be cool. Either way, maybe put like a drunk fairy in there, like sculpt one. That would be that'd be really cool. Okay, video idea. Write that down. Write that down. So we got a little Santa helper from Chris and Alex, and you have.
And the last thing I got is my absolute favorite, and my amazing husband got these for me. Now, like I said, I'm in nursing school. And definitely something that is very difficult and is very coveted by a lot of nurses in nursing school, students in nursing school, is notes. If you could share notes with somebody who's a good note taker, if you're a good note taker yourself, you can always use more notes. You can always use more good notes. That's the other kicker, is just because you got them don't mean they're good. And online, there is a promoted brand.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what it'd be called, but it's called Level Up RN. It is amazing. It's what got me through this last semester. And my amazing husband, they come in packs, one for each main subject, and these things are so amazing. These things are nursing school without the fluff. This has been the biggest helper for nursing school. I was using them. I was sharing with my classmates. This was amazing. This seriously helped. And the fact that, like, pharmacology, every nursing student's nightmare. It is horrific. I am so excited to be having these because this here is gold. This is gold in nursing
What
school.
I like.
Nothing better.
Oh, I just noticed this one got a little banged up.
It's okay.
I feel a little bad now, but these are really cool because it has like all the information. Like it's an incredible resource.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, one of my coworkers, her sister is going to nursing school, and I sent her the link to these. These are phenomenal. Now, there's a way to get all of them. It's like $360,
there's a whole
$50.
box for every. There's a bundle box for all of the topics of the entirety of nursing school without the fluff. That's a bit much. These individually are anywhere from like 20 to 30. I think the med surge is the biggest one. I think that guy was.
This
I think
one.
that big was 50.
This one was 60.
60, yeah.
These were 50.
Okay. So they're good. There are a lot of information. It's not just one.
These are
information per
and
card.
honestly, these are like an investment in your education.
It really
like
is.
how, for example, like on this shelf right here, this is like, I don't view these as books. I view these as investment in my artistic career because I use these constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you guys watch the video of my top 10 favorite art books, all those books on there were on this shelf because I use them constantly. They're great references. And that's really what I like about these is these are great references. This is a great resource for you.
And honestly, once I'm done with nursing school, these are going to help me so much this semester. But not only that, once I'm done with nursing school, there is a licensing test that I have to take called the NCLEX. People break down. They have mental breakdowns taking this exam. It is terrifying. It is scary. You can work for 2 to 4 years to get your degree, and if you don't pass that NCLEX, you're not in. And it's terrifying. This here is a study tool. People will buy these specifically after nursing school just to study to prepare for the NCLEX.
And this is also great as you continue on in your nursing career as a resource. And that's why I really wanted to make sure. So me and Sarah have very different gift ideologies. So like Sarah's very much get the gift that made you think of me, while I'm like, just tell me what you want and I will get it. From a lifetime of yeah. Anyway, so with that said though, I really wanted to make sure that I got a good solid gift for you, and I'm so glad that you love these because they're so cool.
I really love them. They're amazing.
I definitely want to go back and get I just hit the desk. I definitely want to go back and get the ones that you like don't have, but you've already taken the class for.
Yeah.
And is that a Mr. Noah? I'm gonna have to go play with my nephew. I'll be right back with my loot. So, you got Noah to sleep.
Yeah.
And he is adorable. I want to pink the cheeks, but he was this close to waking up, so I'm like, all right, let's not.
Cool.
So, my turn for some loot, and I got some really fun gifts from everyone. So, what I think I'm going to do in traditional fashion, I'm going to save the piece that I'm the most excited for last. Doesn't mean that I'm not thankful for all of this stuff. It just is how I like to roll, because certain things you do get a little more excited for than others. And I'm going to start with a gift from my mom, and that is some Mary Kay seasonal exclusives, the Mary Kay for Men, some body washes. Now, these guys here, real quick, hold up. Smell really good. I really do like the way these smell, so I can't wait to use them probably tomorrow because it's already late. But I also like the little travel case, which for me, I know you were talking about how like that they make sense to you. For me, it does not make sense to me at all. But I'm probably going to reuse these for like filming cords and cables and stuff, because I don't know why you need a carrying case for two things of like, if this was multiple, like a set, I could understand. But why do you need like a whole travel for just two of these? Super, super cool.
Nice. And
then I also got from you, continuing the trend of self-care and cleaning, new beard stuff. Oh my gosh, so this
shampoo
is...
and conditioner. Like a cleanser and conditioner.
Oh, I just saw wash and conditioner, but it's also a cleanser.
No, the wash is the cleanser. Cleanser
Oh.
like a wash and conditioner, like a shampoo and a conditioner.
Okay, I thought that would be different from a wash. I don't know these things. But this is coffee and whiskey beard wash and conditioner. Which, by the way, I did open this up earlier, as you can see here. And it smells really, really nice. And this is also like a really big bottle.
It's like a pump thing.
Yeah, and you have like a pump on it too. Oh, there you go. Pump on it too. I got a little silicone beard scrubber and hook. So this is really cool, which by the way, you wrapped this like immaculately. I just want to highlight that.
Thank you.
Like absolutely perfect. But here we go. So it has a little sticky thing that you can stick onto the wall. and then this right here goes on it there, and then this is to clean and properly make sure my beard is nice.
And honestly, it's not even just, it's not like a brush. One thing that's really cool about this thing is, like, for people with thick beards, like how he does, it's really difficult to get to the skin at the very, like, underneath of the beard. So instead of, like, just brushing it, you actually will scrub with this thing, and these silicone brushes will actually get down in there and help to really deep clean the beard. And help to get this, the cleanser and the conditioner and everything, or whatever product you want to use, it helps to get it really deep down and get
I didn't
good
say
clean.
stop. That's nice.
The little circles.
So, really cool, fun little gift. Now, from Krista and Alex, so they found this on Amazon. It's Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees getting Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Specifically iced coffee. And I'm going to be honest, Jason and Michael use a little more creamer than I thought they would. Thank you, Krista and Alex.
Absolutely.
Super thankful. I have a Dachshund calendar. It's my weekly calendar.
A little handheld planner.
It's great. It helps me keep track of my appointments, of my tutoring sessions, of everything else. And unfortunately, because it is close to the end of the year, I need a new one. Sarah got me a new one. Look at that handsome little gentleman. Look at him. And every week is a new Dachshund. That one looks like Coco.
Yep. I just saw her. I was like, oh, wait, don't lose that one.
Every single week is a brand new Dachshund. And finally talk about the thing I'm the most excited for, and that was from you. This right here is a poster, 100 horror movies, and it's a scratch-off poster. So if you open it, the way this works is at the top, it says 100 horror movies, and then it's wrapped because if you unroll it, all these squares are horror movies. So as you watch them, you scratch them off, and I'm assuming it reveals the poster.
I think it is the poster underneath.
I'd be shocked if it doesn't. Like, for example, number 1 is You're Next, then Evil Dead. And it's interesting. It's a good variety, because you said there was a classic one?
There was a classic option, and that sounded really, really fun. However, this also has some that are from 2012, 2002, 2022, 2023.
Here's what's crazy. Like, you have the first one on here is You're Next, which is a 2011 film. They also have the dates, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that good.
Yeah.
And then next is Evil Dead from 1981. Fright Night from 1985.
And here's
Triangle from 2009.
And here's Carrie from 1976.
Yeah, the original.
So, I mean, there's a huge variety on here. There's 100 different ones.
Some of these, I'm actually going to be honest, I have not heard of. Like, I like everyone's heard of Bram Stoker's Dracula is like one of my favorite movies. The House That Jack Built. I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
I've not seen that one, but that is a really good movie. I hear so many good things about that one. The Mist I've seen, Event Horizon I've seen. The Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, I've not seen that one.
Yeah.
It Follows, I've heard of, but I don't think I've seen that one. So there's like a lot in here, and I love that you can scratch them all off. Like, this is so
you
cool.
can keep track of what you have, what you've been able to watch.
Tremors is on here. Yes.
We'll probably get this into a frame without the glass pane in front, and we can just scratch as we go. We can hang on a wall and scratch as we go. Which
leads me to a fun idea that I think this would be a cool series we could do on the channel, where every time we watch a movie from this poster, we go in and we scratch it off and then talk about what we liked and what we thought of the movie.
Absolutely.
So I think that'd be really cool. So a little horror review series we could do on the channel. I'm not sure if it'd be monthly. I mean, if it's monthly, this would take us like how long to go through? But it could
months.
It could be like every other week maybe, or twice a month.
Maybe
I don't know.
As we do them.
Yeah, it could be as we do them. So I know, not sure what the set date for this. It'll just kind of be whenever. But I thought this was really cool, and this was such a cool gift, and this is my favorite gift I got. So Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That is our Christmas. Probably going to film maybe a little bit more in the vlogs. I know I'm working on a couple videos right now. So with that said, from all of us here at BattleBrawlerProductions, wish you all a happy Merry Christmas, all
Merry
that fun
Christmas.
jazz, happy holidays, and of course a Happy New Year's, which will probably be the last clip of this video, but I want to wish it to you again. So you guys are awesome. Have an amazing, amazing month. Hopefully you spend time with family, or if you wanted, have a nice chill day by yourself. However you want to spend the holidays, I hope you spend it that way, where you got to spend it together with some family, and that's all I can ask for. So, Merry Christmas! Fight. Test your might. It is literally the last day of the year.
It is.
Now-
Last night of the year.
That's true. Now, I want to say something real quick. We are standing because I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but this little, quite literally 4x3 space that I work in, That's the water heater, and it's broken. So, guess who had to take almost all his stuff out so that they could work on it?
I wouldn't say almost all.
They also broke the plastic clip that holds. I had to glue it.
How many times I've come close to breaking that thing?
I find it funny my dad actually broke it. Anyway,
I'm not the one that broke it though. I will say that I'm so happy about that.
Proud of you. Wait, that's not even my cup. Why is this here? Why? This is dirty. We have some loot to talk about. I got quite a bit, and we're also going to talk about a couple things. So one thing we're going to talk about is going to be the new Nosferatu movie. So I don't know what that is. This is an extra part.
That's not yours either. I think that's
I think that's for. You want to put it on top? They also moved all the stuff I had on top of it. I'm surprised they didn't move my magnets.
Why didn't you take the stuff off the top?
You took off most of the stuff. We have a couple things. So one, we also want to celebrate the birth of our new niece. We can't show a picture. Oh, oh no! She's so excited, she's dying. Our niece was born the day after Christmas. I have to say she's adorable. We didn't get to see her the day she was born. She saw her the day after, and we got to hold her. How much does she weigh?
7 pounds, 4 ounces.
She is, oh my goodness, a bundle of joy. Literally, she's wrapped like a present.
She's so tiny.
Oh my goodness, she is. She's so literally, she fit like in my arms. It was so cute.
And she squeaks. When she cries, she squeaks.
I know, it's, oh my gosh, I could go on and on. So we want to celebrate that, welcoming a new member of the family, and it took up a lot of our time, and we're just...
Alrighty then.
Anyway, so as I was saying before, I was really interrupted by my phone falling, which I'm glad it didn't get destroyed. Yeah, we got to celebrate a new member of the family. Super fun, super exciting, a little scary, but you know what? Super awesome, and yeah, you bet that has been taking up our time. Now, let's get in to the loot. So, we're going to talk about Nosferatu at the end, because I do have a piece of loot related to it, but I'm going to start with showing off some of the fun stuff that I have, starting with a gift from my friend Alexis. She got me these Batman slippers.
Thank you, Alexis. Those are so adorable.
I love it. They're awesome. I think she said she found these at like a thrift store, and dude, these are literally brand new. Oh my, that's why I love going to thrift stores. You never know what you're gonna find. So thank you so much, Alexis. From Michelle, I got this brand new blanket, which I thought was really cool. Little Be Creative, which is funny because that's actually kind of the motto of the channel. Does it actually say Be Creative? Yeah, it says creativity. I'm an artist. I do. Oh, I held it upside down for you guys. Sorry. There you go. So yeah, pretty cool. This was a nice little gift. I also got today. So this is a little loot from today. This was a gift for myself, and you all know, I'm a huge Batman fan.
No.
Just casual Batman fan.
You know.
Anyway, so I go crazy for Batman. I lose my mind over Batman Beyond because you never see him. And while I have the comic book Batman Beyond action figure, this is the gold label Platinum Series cartoon Batman. And I love this. Oh my god, Batman Beyond. First off, the suit is amazing. The design is phenomenal. It comes with the accurate Batarang. Like, this is so cool. And no, I was not going to buy the Build-A-Figure Batman Beyond just to get the right Batarangs. I just did the single one. So I'm really happy that I have this in my collection now, which I'm going to set up in the studio. And then I have this box right here from Blick, full of stuff. So I'm going to just grab stuff and show you guys real quick because it's quite the grab bag. I'm kind of subscribing to New Year, New Medium. Get it instead of New Year, New Medium. So I'm going to go over all that. Starting off with these guys right here. So I'm currently working on a video using these Pantone drawing inks, and I made a piece of artwork using the black and the red. And I quickly came to the conclusion that these inks are amazing, phenomenal, super good quality. So I decided to pick up Cool Gray 5, 100 yellow, 2685 purple, 368 green, and 3005 blue. These colors are amazing, they're beautiful, they're great to use. Really, they are a huge game changer in the world of inking. They have 108 colors. You might pick up some more. Not anytime soon. Now, going to the New Medium, New Me, because you're like, ink, that's you, Josh. But I finally broke down and bought quite a few of the Pan Pastels. So I have a purple, a white, a color splendor, black, green, blue, and the shade that made me fall in love, red. Like, this shade of red is gorgeous. These are interesting. Oh yeah, I mentioned white, but I have the color splendor too. So, do you know anything about these?
Nope.
So these are
like powders.
There are powders. So they're mixed media. friendly, blendable, erasable. You actually use sponges and tools like this to apply them onto surfaces. And they're pretty cool. Oh, did we show off the yellow?
I don't think so.
Yellow's really nice too. So I got a good amount of colors to play with. They're one of those things where you gotta play with them. And from what I've seen, I really want to explore that. Pastels are not my jam.
I like pastels.
You like
I love
pastel.
the color. I love the texture. I love the way they go on the
They
paper.
blend beautifully.
Yes, I love the process of pastels.
And I've tried oil, I've tried chalk, they're just not my cup of tea. But these guys here, the way you use them, yes, you use a brush and a sponge. I really think this will complement with my mixed media style far better than traditional pastels. They're also not as fragile too, even though they're in a dust format. They are much more durable, so I want to experiment with them. So I really want to do some stuff with that. I also got some new tester paints, so I got flat white, flat black, which I already had, but I just need to refill them. And then I also got a new burnt sienna color, so really excited about that. So I got these. In case you don't know, they're really good because they stick to everything. They're basically just like one-shot like enamel paint, but in a smaller format. Great for model kits, great for action figures. Oh no, I'm a bad Josh. I also got a spray bottle too, which has a lock. So yeah, this is by Distress, which they make all kinds of crazy stuff. I actually wanted to get some alcohol, which I totally forgot to get, and put that in here and then use this for some new alcohol marker techniques. So going to be doing that. And I needed a different bottle from the water one that I have right next to you, because I don't want to get them confused. And then from Alexis, I also got these slightly used awls. These come in handy for different stuff, mostly for framing. So I thought, you know what? They're free. I'll take them.
Those
Good
are also
gift.
really nice leather craft.
Really? Oh yeah, that makes sense. I want to use them for inking where I can create a texture, because sometimes you can actually pull and scrape the paper to add
Scratch
white back
effect.
in. Yeah, exactly. So like a scratch art effect. So I got a good little bundle of loot in here. I'm kind of going through it quick because we want to talk about Nosferatu the movie. And speaking of which, I did get the popcorn bucket. So I paid $20 for this. I've seen this for $40 at AMC. The inside has rats in it, which is awesome. And I'm going to actually go in, and I'm not going to modify this at all. I'm just going to use this to put inkwells in, because they fit right in there perfectly. Even the taller bottles will fit in here really nice. Don't know where I'm going to put this in here, but that may change because... do you want to tell me?
You can go ahead.
Okay, so we have applied for a apartment, so we'll be living on our own, and I will have a full studio. So unfortunately, you have to wait a whole month to find out if that happens. So we will not know until next year. So in 2 days we'll find out. So there's that. Really excited. So we got the niece, the new apartment. We got some other stuff brewing, which I can't share quite yet. But
Nothing in the oven though.
No, not that.
Not that kind of
No. But we got some other stuff. I mentioned some of the job stuff going on, how I'm doing some more of the teaching and tutoring. So got a little bit of some stuff brewing on that, which you can check out the tutoring rates in the description. Just going to let you know about that. Yeah, so got some other stuff, but we may, if you guys watch the vlogs, next month we may actually be in our own place.
Yeah, I might get to see the new studio.
Super excited. I want to do one final tour of this studio, which means they need to fix this water heater so I can move everything back and then film in here one last time. The last thing we're going to talk about is... oh, actually I forgot. I also got a Muhammad Ali sticker. So my opinion on Nosferatu is going to be very different from yours. And that is because I have watched the original. You have not. Now, we both...
And you've also watched several of the remakes as well.
I was about to say, I have not seen the remakes.
Oh, you have not? I thought
No.
you did.
No, I have not seen the remakes. I was about to say, so neither of us have seen the remake with Willem Dafoe, and we have not seen the one that is the making of Nosferatu, but instead of an actor, they hire a vampire.
Yeah.
I know
That
about both
sounds
of them
funny.
existing. I hear it's like not even a comedy. It's like played all serious, too. So I know those exist, I just haven't seen them, and I've seen the original Nosferatu about 3 or 4 times for film school and film critiquing, and like it's an important movie to history, in the history of cinema, so I've seen it a lot. You have not seen the original, so what did you think of the remake?
I really enjoyed it. It was definitely something I'm picky with my horror movies. I really am. Sometimes I'm in a movie for a good slasher, sometimes I'm in a movie for a jump scare. Honestly, as an adult, I haven't been able to go to a movie or watch a movie and truly get scared for a while. This one, it definitely delivered more than ones I've seen lately. It really did. It had jump scares, but it didn't have too many of them. It definitely was a healthy amount.
I would say they were earned, where they built up suspense.
Exactly. Definitely, like they didn't keep throwing them at you either. It was perfectly timed, beautifully placed, and it had a lot of depth to it. It definitely had a lot more, like it wasn't just trying to get from one scary part to the next. It definitely had a good story. That it was building. And it definitely, like, it looked like they were having fun with it. They put a lot of effort into it.
They had a great cast. First off, the cast was amazing. I just want to say that real quick.
Absolutely.
Very loving, faithful, but not one-for-one remake.
Mm-hmm.
They did their own things. Like, they did some, like, the vampire book is different in this one, how it comes about. They focused a lot on the relationship with the characters, which honestly for a 1922, obviously it's going to be different. You know, we've changed how we do movies, not just technology-wise, but story-wise, so they focus more on the characters, which I appreciate. They also developed it a little bit more. I like that the actual character of Count Olaf was this personification of fear and dread. Like, the thing about Nosferatu is, yes, it is Dracula, Please Don't Steal. And you even asked, like, you know, is this just Dracula? What was the novel? Because you didn't know the history of the original movie.
Yeah.
Which, for those who don't know, it was based off of the novel Dracula. It was its first adaptation, but it was unofficial, and they changed a few details. And they actually were deemed to break the copyright and infringe on Dracula by Bram Stoker's widow. So that's why it has this little kind of history of being so similar to Dracula, because it's literally just Dracula with a few changes. But for me, I've always liked that Count Olaf was more of this walking plague. This, like, it focused more on the corruption and the perversion of nature, and the idea of this creature being not like the sexy vampire that we get so much in pop culture, but he's this walking plague that looks disgusting. And I like that. The hair bothered me, though. So he has hair and a mustache in this one. It bothered me a little bit, but I got over it, and because part of that is my personal interpretation of the original Nosferatu, but I love what Edgar Wright did. He's a great filmmaker. Cast was talented. The shotting, the cinematography was amazing. It was a contemporary take on a German expressionist film, and I love it. I recommend it. I'm going to see it again with Alex, so maybe we'll film his take on the movie. Overall, we both loved it.
Yep. Honestly, one of the things about the movie that I really enjoyed, the fact that I knew that there was a relationship between Nosferatu and Dracula. Everybody in the 90s, and honestly even before and after, knew about SpongeBob's little snippet with Nosferatu in there. And that's really the biggest exposure that I personally had to it.
And that was my biggest exposure until I went to film school and animation school.
Exactly. And definitely, and besides that, I had no exposure, but then watching this movie, and like how you said, like, the fact that I could see the connection between Dracula and Nosferatu. I could definitely see, like, especially in the pacing of the story and things that happen. It's almost like a retelling of it. And I honestly, there for a minute, I thought that it's what it was going to be. But even if that had been that, I honestly felt like it would have been a updated and a more enjoyable variation of it. For the fact that, are we doing spoilers on here?
You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do spoilers. Okay. So, spoiler warning.
Honestly, the biggest thing that I really enjoyed about it, the two things that got to me was, one, how he was a plague. He himself brought the plague. And honestly, for a moment, I really thought that they were going to go the route of he is the like one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, the pestilence. They played so heavy on it. I sincerely thought, and there was a line by a character in there,
the real estate guy who's in league with.
He's basically like a
He's a combination of Renfield. So he's actually
he's like the Renfield character in Nosferatu.
Quite literally, because it's the same source material.
Exactly. But at one point he makes the comment. He says, "I was supposed to be his war. I was supposed to become war." But he only has love for her. I thought, oh my god, are they going to make her into war? Is this going to be like a four horsemen thing that they're going to develop into? I thought that was beautiful. I thought, oh my gosh, but they ended up not doing that. It was just, I think they were playing on the pestilence thing, but they didn't actually go that route. I still liked it though. I still appreciated it.
That is a genius. By the way, when you told me this, so we're heading home, and you tell me this, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's genius. That is absolutely genius.
That would be a beautiful way to continue it on too.
Now, the thing about Nosferatu is there is a couple interpretations on him. that do focus on that. So one thing is the way he looks. People associate with a rat, that he is a rat, a plague carrier. There's actually one interpretation that may lead to anti-Semitism, where people think that he's a Jewish stereotype. But I do like that a lot of people look at it, it's like, no, he's like a rat. It's something that's worth bringing up. I know, like, James A. Janice of Dead Meat, he actually brought that up when he was reviewing the original movie, how that's actually a belief in the themes of the movie. I've never come to that interpretation. I've always viewed him as, like, some type of monstrous rat creature that plays into the symbolism of him being a walking plague. I mean, this is a movie that's so influential. We can talk forever about it.
Honestly, but on that note right there, honestly, with this version of this movie that just came out, I completely respect that idea of him being this rat-like character, this rat-like monster that is associated with the plague. But in this movie, how you say, he is gaunt, he is nasty looking, he looks infected, he looks like he's deteriorated.
And the way he talks,
too. He's always gurgling, and that... There was a scene, the first scene when you first meet him, he's hidden and he's covered. And even in the theater, Josh was like, I love that. That's so cool. Because they were trying to hide his face and hide him behind. And you always hear he's got this raspy voice, and he's breathing, but then... When he cuts his finger, you don't notice it. It takes you a second. That rasp, it lasts so long, and it keeps going, and you realize he's no longer rasping, he's growling. And it's so subtle.
Bill Skarsgård is an amazing actor. He really sells
Beautifully done. But no, it's just...
It's such a good movie.
I love it.
Go
see
it,
so
guys.
Cool. It was awesome.
Edgar Wright's a great filmmaker. He's honestly one of the best directors of our time.
And this honestly was probably one of my favorite horror movie I've seen in a long time.
This was the movie I was the most excited for this year. I was super excited for this. So I thought it was weird it was being released Christmas Day, but honestly, with the themes of winter, I'm like, alright, I kind of get it.
It kind of plays a little.
Yeah, it does play with it. My big complaint, though, I will say, is the movie's supposed to take place in Germany. It definitely felt like it was in England.
But we don't know what the German.
That's true. We don't know what
it may have been influenced.
That's true. We don't know. I will say that did throw me off a little bit. And I'm not saying every actor has to have like a German accent. No, not needed. But I feel like it was too similar to what I've seen. And what's funny is we recently last year saw Bram Stoker's Dracula, which was done by Francis Ford Coppola, which is one of the most accurate adaptations of the novel Dracula. So I think also seeing that back to back, well, not back to back, seeing that, having that fresh in your mind, and then seeing Nosferatu, you really do see the similarities. I think it's a great film. I think it's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
10 out of 10. And my only complaint really is just it doesn't perfectly align with what my personal interpretation of Nosferatu is. That is totally on my part. That is how I have chosen to view the character, and I will not hold that against the film, because it's one thing to say, like, is it what you want or what the movie could have done? For me, I would have liked more focusing on the plague, the rat aspect. They focused on the plague. Well, in the original, like, everywhere he goes, the plague spreads. So they could have done a little bit more on that. Yeah. They could have focused on him being this, like, I will say I do like that everyone's afraid of him every time they see him. But for me, I just want a little more monstrous. Like, get rid of the hair, get rid of the beard, make him more monstrous. But again,
I think, especially once you get to see him, I think that was very monstrous. That was definitely...
because you see him out of the clothes.
That definitely, honestly, that seriously cemented in my brain, this is going to be Pestilence. He looked like, in my mind, what I imagined.
And I love that they focus on the shadow, too, because that's a big thing in the original Nosferatu.
It's so good at this.
I could talk on about, again, that's just my personal interpretation. And I can put that aside and say, this is 100% a great movie, 10 out of 10. Seriously, go check it out, and go ahead and pick up the popcorn bucket. For me,
super cool.
I love collecting these. I have quite a few. I have the Batman one that's right here that holds my giant paintbrushes. I have the Super Mario one that holds smaller brushes. I have 2 of the 3 Blue Beetle ones. I have the Bug and then the Scarab. The only one that I haven't been able to, that I didn't get, that I really wanted, was unfortunately the Mask of the Phantasm Bat Signal. I just don't have room for it. And I like that it actually lights up and holds popcorn, like, it's so cool. But it was so limited, like, I couldn't find it online.
Yeah.
I couldn't, also the Alien Romulus popcorn bucket, I couldn't find that one.
I found one, but it wasn't the one.
That is true, you did get, I'm looking at it right now, I can't believe I forgot it. But we have the Facehugger one, I wanted the Xenomorph one so I can mount it on my wall, and then the D&D one. I still would love to find the giant D20 to hold my dice. So at some point, maybe I'll go back and try and track them down, but those guys are selling for, like, way too much money online on the aftermarket. We've talked way too long. We're going to have a great New Year's, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. We passed 800 subscribers. We're getting closer to making this full-time. Every subscriber helps that, and I can't thank you guys enough from the bottom of my heart. Like, truly, sincerely, you guys are amazing. Literally can't do this without you. This is just a hobby that is slowly becoming a job, and I want to thank you all so much for that. So, do you have anything to say?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So, with that said, keep being creative.